And we're going to kick off early on. I'm going to go straight to Donnie, and it's the Bears -3. Opened at a pick'em, Donnie, at the Lions. Total's 38.5. That opened at 41. So it's a big move to the Bears and the under.
And I agree with it, because now you're getting word out here, Flash, that you got Jeff Driscoll, the quarterback for the Detroit Lions, possibly with a bad hamstring injury, which would leave David Blau from Purdue, who's never taken a snap in the NFL, going up against that defense. But I got to say, again, it falls into it, because, Flash, you've watched a lot of these shows, you've done NFL. You know me. I'm not the biggest proponent of backing a team on the road on a Thursday. Now, the interesting part about this is even more of a crutch, because you're not playing at 8 o'clock at night. You're playing at 12:30 in the afternoon. But keep in mind also, short travel distance between Chicago and Detroit, that could play into it. But the one thing holding me back, because I agree, as I said, with the line movement going up to 3, but now you're asking the Chicago Bears to win by more than 3, which theoretically means 4 points, up to 7 points in this game. Last time out, hey, look, 20-13 victory for the Chicago Bears. That was Jeff Driscoll's first start in the NFL. The one thing I look back at is 230 yards is what the Detroit defense held Chicago down. It's another one of those issues where it's not so much that should you be able to beat Detroit easily, it's the Chicago Bears on offense that always have me struggling. Flash, I'm looking more into that 38.5 and taking the under in this football game than I am a side here early in the week.
Wow, under 38.5 when 41 was available. It's not often you chase it down like that. Wow, I look at this game and I think to myself, well, Mitch Trubisky, he actually threw a completion.
He threw some of the worst passes I've seen all season, though, too, man. Mitch Trubisky does not have the goods. I don't really understand what the plan is with Chicago at this point. Clearly, Matt Nagy has been struggling to craft an offense to take advantage of Mitch Trubisky's strengths. Now, maybe that's by design. Maybe he's trying to prove a point to ownership that this is not the guy. You need to move on from this guy in the offseason. You need to bring in a guy like Jameis Winston, or somebody who's going to be on the recycle pile to challenge Trubisky. But whatever the case is, in this standalone game, in this kind of highlight spot, I would expect that the Bears cover this number still, even at 3. Whether it's Driscoll, whether it's David Blau, this is a horrific matchup for a beaten and battered Detroit Lions team. If we get an honest effort out of anyone, it would be the wide receiving core, and they're going up against a stout pass defense for the Chicago Bears that should be able to keep them somewhat limited. This is a snoozer. I agree with if you bet the under early, if you got an under 40 or 41, you're in great shape. If you bet the Bears early and you're sitting under the key number of 3, you're in great shape. But I think this is a pretty clear and obvious spot where the Bears get a comfortable win. We'll say something like 24-6.
I couldn't agree more. I look at the Lions and I think Matt Patricia finds a way to get beat even when they should be winning. So, yeah, can't have the Lions on my mind. Chicago, at least they've got something to rely on with that above average D, even though we thought it would be unbelievable at the start of the season.